showed how shallow your pool is. That ain't your calling. If your calling, see, that's what happens when you just date around. Are they married? No. Because she would have said my husband.
She said engaged. She said she's engaged. She's engaged.
So you love him enough to marry him, but you ain't loving him enough to follow him as he follow God. Now, I'm sorry. That's one of the prerequisites of a man leading his household well. Look at how society has twisted our brain and our way of thinking, that when a man does it the way that God intended it for him to do it, for a way that a woman has prayed that a man would be, not in the streets, not running around, but a man that loves God. And he loves God so much that he heard the Lord say, follow me into the ministry. And your selfish butt gonna say, yep, this is as far as I can go. I can't swim in water that deep. I love you, but you already knew, Kathy, what I was going to be thinking when you wrote this. I think you just wanted a little time in fame and on the podcast, really. Let me ask you a question. What kind of love you love him with?
Ooh, good question.
Because you said you love him with everything you have. So it looks like this part of you don't have. Just like you prayed to God for this man, obviously, because you said yes when he proposed. Just like you probably prayed for some things for him to stop doing. Now, here's the deal, ladies and Kathy, but especially all the ladies. When you start praying for us to get out of certain things and put certain things down and leave certain things alone, you do know that God replenishes those empty spaces with something, right? I think I'm reminded somewhere in the Bible where it says that man swept out his house clean, but he got the spirits out and he didn't refurnish, he didn't replace. And so the guy walked around being the demon and he found 7 more friends and he said, whoa, this house still clean and empty. Come on, let's go back. And came back 7 times harder. But this fella said, I ain't gonna be like him. I'm seeing I'm letting stuff down. I ain't drinking like I used to drink. I ain't smoke. I'm just saying, I ain't smoking like I used to smoke. I ain't running the streets like I used to rip and run the street. I ain't cussing. I ain't talking. I ain't conniving like I used to. God filled me with more of you. And God filled this man with his spirit. Now he's compelled to walk with God, ministering the word of God, and the only thing you could think about is all the people that's gonna get on your nerve. Well, guess what, Kathy? Right now, you on his nerve because you're selfish. Deny yourself. Come on, follow me. So, are you, Kathy? The question is to you. What should you do? Are you willing to lose a good man that has been tailor-made for you? Are you willing to call off the engagement because you can't handle being a first lady? You do realize every first lady is unique.
Right.
And people only going to treat you the way you allow them to treat you.
Absolutely.
So that man going to follow God.
Are you going to follow him?
There you go. Because if not, he going to keep on walking, following God, Lot's wife. And because you're going to be so familiar with what you're going through right now. See, it's funny. Y'all want men to change. But when we change, our change makes you fearful because now we're unknown. All you got to do is relearn us.
Yep.
But you prefer the convenience of being familiar. So now his change has shown you that there is room for changing you. Change is good when it's expanding. But if you don't be careful, Kathy from Georgia, he gonna make a change. His change is gonna be downsizing. And then you're gonna come back about 5-6 years later. And man gonna have a good flourishing ministry with a supportive woman next to his side that's gonna be the first lady. And then you're gonna be like, oh, how I wish that I had answered and been supportive.
Yep.